Hey guys, John here with Andrew and Micah as our patient. So in this video, I'm going to describe the first 5 exercises for some quad strengthening after ACL rehab. So first up, we have sumo squats. So I'm going to instruct Micah here to, so I want you to find a position for a normal squat with your feet. And then I want you to extend your feet outward a little bit. There you go. So she's in the correct spot for a sumo squat. Now I want her to put her hands together, and then she's going to squat down to a 90-degree angle. Things you are looking for are making sure her core is tight, making sure her back is as straight as possible. If her knees start collapsing in, you want to make note of that and correct that. For example, if her knee, let's say her right knee is kicking in, what I could do is I could attach a band around, hold on for a second. Yes, we can actually do it. So I can just, let me bring it up a little bit further. So I can hold here, and then when she squats down, she focuses on making sure that knee stays out and doesn't collapse. Okay. You can do 3 sets of 8 and then progress into 3 sets of 10, 3 sets of 12. Next is the goblet squat. So I'm going to give Micah a 10-pound dumbbell to hold. She's going to hold it close to her chest. She's going to be in a normal squat position with her feet, making sure her core is tight, making sure the back is straight as possible, and then she'll perform squats 90 degrees. Again, okay, hold as far down as she can. So again, making sure the core is tight, looking for any knee collapse. To progress this, you can increase the weight of the dumbbell, and yeah, that's it for that. So the third exercise are lunges, just simple lunges. I want Micah to do them bilaterally, so all she's going to do is have her hands on her hips. She's going to step forward, lunge, making sure it's controlled, and she can alternate or she can do one side at a time. So go ahead, Micah. Things I'm looking for are making sure her core is tight, making sure her back is straight, making sure her body doesn't go forward past her knee. Also making sure her knee is going to be stabilized, making sure it's not buckling in any sort of fashion. To progress this, you could use something like a Bosu ball. So, all Micah's going to do is just do a lunge, but onto the Bosu ball. Very nice. Next exercise is the wall slides with a ball. So Micah's going to come over here to the wall. And you'll need some type of a yoga ball. She's going to put the ball on the wall. She'll turn around. I'll be on her back. Sorry, I have to adjust it. And all she's going to do, have her hands in a comfortable spot, and then she's going to just squat down like this. In the beginning, I want her to make sure it's controlled, and then once she gets the hang of the squat, she can go even faster, maybe more explosive. But right now, we're just going to focus on making sure the knees don't cave in, make sure they're controlled, make sure the core is tight, make sure the back is straight. Very nice. Again, making sure the knees don't buckle or they don't collapse. Making sure the core is tight, making sure the back is straight. And like I said, you can progress into more of a explosive type of squats if you want to do that, Micah. That's how you could progress that. And you could go maybe 3 sets of 8, 3 sets of 10, 3 sets of 12. The next exercise you have is
Step ups.
step ups. So I'll demonstrate. Micah's just going to step up with either leg, and then with her other leg, she's going to power up like this. Whoa. Let me do that again. I messed up. Out through, and then just step down. And then she's going to switch legs. This leg, power up. So go ahead, please. And so the reason I have her set up this way is because there's a mirror to the left. And so she can look at herself to see if there's any sort of imbalances in these, such as the buckling or some type of knee collapse. And you can progress this by maybe putting ankle weights on her ankles, maybe increasing the height of the box for a little bit. Maybe she could hold dumbbells in her hands. That's all I have.
Okay.
So for our next 5 exercises, we're getting more into a little bit more sport specific functional exercises. So our 6th exercise of the day is going to be a lateral eccentric lunge. So Micah can start like this without weight. Start here and bring the leg up and then out. Slow squat back. We want to put our butt back like we're sitting in a chair, but keeping our chest up straight. And then we can come back. Or if we're down in this position, we can bring the other leg over, and then help on balance for our pitcher, we can go on one leg or the other, on both, and then we're going to sit down into the other side.
I thought you were gonna.
Leg up. Yep, and it's just going to sit.
Sit like this,
Yep, chest up, perfect.
and then back up.
Yep, and then to the other side. Perfect. It's important to know, just keep an eye out for their chest position. You want a big, strong chest. It's going to also activate the glutes as well. But it should help her on her balance as well. We can progress this by adding a weight right here where your hands are at, or by changing the surface. So our 7th exercise is going to be a single leg wall ball squat. So we can go over here with our good old medicine ball. We can put it up here right point, about where your hip is, give or take. It's comfortable for the patient. So then they're going to stand on that affected leg. And they don't necessarily have to get all the way down to 90, but we can progress this into a single leg pistol squat. So they can go like this with their affected leg, and then just down. We want to make sure that the patient's leg isn't collapsing inwards. Yep. Perfect. This one's a little bit more difficult, so you may need to assist them. But like John added earlier, see how her knee is slightly going inward? We could add a band here and pull it outwards, or on the other side, just so she has that regular knee motion in a safe plane. Our next one is going to be step downs. So although our athlete's a pitcher, everybody has to be able to feel their position in baseball. So we can have our athlete go down like this, where they're on one leg, and then they're in that squat, flexed position, ready to field. We could go down one leg or 2 legs, like that, and then we can progress it by rolling them the ball. So go ahead, Micah.
With 2 legs first?
Yep. We'll start with 2 legs. Yep. As they're landing, we want to make sure that the force is about equal. They're not landing on one leg or the other here.
That's what I'm doing.
Perfect. Just getting into that ready position in baseball, just like that. But notice how she's landing soft and safely. We don't want them to land hard and uncontrolled. That's perfect. Our next exercise, we're going to use this Bosu ball over here again. So Typically you'd want your athlete to take their shoes off, but for this video, we're just gonna keep them on since we're rolling. So we're doing a simple balance progression. The athlete could be next to a wall to help them at first. So they're gonna start with their leg down like this for 30 seconds or so. And then as the sets and the athlete progresses, we're gonna be able to go like this, bring it up into that pitching motion. And then if you're next to that wall, since pitchers drive their hip, you can go like that. But obviously it'll be closer to the wall. Go ahead.
Like this. Act like a pitch. Right?
Yep. So notice how she's working her way up. This is harder than it looks, folks, so take your time with it, yep. And then she's just going, yep, lean that hip forward, side. Might be easier if the ball is closer to the wall, but this is something that we're working through for the first time and recommend it to you. And then our 10th exercise of the day is going to be over here on the slide board. We are going to take our shoes off for this exercise. So, depending on the leg, we're going to do this bilaterally. You're going to put your stabilizing leg up front, obviously. Then you're going to put this leg back. And as you do a lunge, you're going to keep your chest up, knee over the ankle, good position. And then you want to come back up. We're going to do this on both legs. And then to progress it, we can go like this. And then she can come through and into that fielding position again. You got it. You got this. It's just a lunge. Just do the lunge.
Come back on.
Yep, just backwards lunge. Yep, perfect. Notice how her chest is upright. She's engaging her core. And her knee is staying in a good, safe position. Just like that.
And then go into the fielding position.
Yep, and then it's just a simple flex position. Yep. And that's all we've got for you today.